Nigerian Port Authority and others in funding the national budget should be all leakages of operational surpluses of MDS. Mr. President, the Joint Committee wishes to appreciate coverage. We hope that and the issues around the expected submission and processing of the 2018 budget. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, let me congratulate our joint legislative assignment, the decision of the Senate to hold that interactive session. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I want to make some comments on some issues on page 5 and page 6 as a result of either error in budget or unapproved employment of staff. I'm particularly interested in that latter part of unapproved employment of staff. The Committee on Establishment for all the people that are in the service of the federal government, because this unapproved employment of staff will remain not available to us, and therefore there will always be shortfall. And I believe that we shouldn't just allow it like this to the executive to handle. We should venture into it, look into it, which organizations have employed who without the approval that is necessary. Mr. President, I also believe that we should be looking at what it takes for the Federal Ministry of Finance to achieve the IPPS for all the agencies of the federal government. We, through our committee, this administration achieves that. And then we provide whatever is necessary, because we are going to make huge savings at the end of the day. This is where serious leakages happen. The ghost workers and so many other undesirable things with serious and massive consequences. Happily, Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, I believe that we can perform more than 40% by this, more than 40% in the implementation of the budget 2017. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yes, Senator Watcher.
I found a word of caution to the executive in this their known attitude of selecting certain aspects of the budget to implement the economy to a recession. We have been thinking that we are coming out of a recession, but I think this particular mission, sufficient circulation of capital in the economy, it has its own negative effect. And I think the more the executive learns that the sector in the economy takes an action that will affect the entire economy, I think it's very, very dangerous. The better the executive, the earlier the executive seeks to attain a 50% level of implementation in the 2017 budget, the better. This is my candid opinion, and I think I'm sure I'm speaking a larger, the opinion of a larger segment of the Nigerian population. So it is in the interest of the executive to seek to meet up at least 50%. If they want us to do environment, if they want us to lead this change that is much being sung about in the street, is coming to bear in the lives of Nigerians, and that the hardship that is being witnessed all over will.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Very distinguished colleagues, I would like to join for the painstaking budgetary process, the executive to circle of January to December. President, distinguished colleagues, because for me, which we all swore to uphold, if we are reforming the budget process, I think it's one of those things we must take cognizance of. Mr. President, there are only two ways you can spend to Section 82, pursuant to Section 84 of the Constitution. And so, if we provide in the Appropriation Act
that monies can be vide, I believe that will be the amount appropriated by the Appropriation Act for any purpose is insufficient or a need has arisen. So each House of National Assembly don't seem to be interested in this supplement of the process of environment, which itself contradicts Section 84 of the Constitution. And I don't think that is right. The legislative process of making a law, because the Appropriation Act itself is a law. And there's no shortcut to amending that law, no appropriation. There's nothing like environment. So it's something I think we have to look at so that going forward, the executive will have to note that if they are, because that's what the Constitution says, so if they want to be encouraging that, so the executive wants more money for any particular
this, and because I was on external borrowing, I just want to be clear that there is no request before us that has not been acted on external borrowing. So it must be that the letter has not left the executive to come to us. I think it's important that this, so we don't delay such a request to do with the railway. So there are no pending requests from Mr. President or when he was away, acting president. Amend that recommendation. Yes, Senator Basia.
From the executive to send in any request on yes, we cannot step it down, Your Excellency.
Distinguished colleagues, if you go back to the budget, you will see that the budget financing is premised on the fact of external borrowing. It's already in the budget that we have passed. The point here is that this was given the suggestion that the delay, the Senate should consider acting minority leader. I think you want to speak like a minority leader.
Mr. President, before the Senate.
Steps to be Adiola Olamileko on this revenue. I don't know what has happened to the revenue.
That just 8 of these agencies constitute 80% of this operational surplus. But what do you have at the end of the day? Both of these agencies high under frivolous expenditures.
8 agencies are talking about. Let us get,
because they only give you what they have generated and what they've expended. We say we need the audited account that will show a true picture of the activities of central bank at a glance, and also some function of the federal government. And that is like a government in a government, so it has been expended in the same year.
I would say urgent, and it's very to have called and then brought their report in line with what we've proposed. Implementation, 50% budgets. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, the third order problem of Nigeria as follows. 1. Institutions, Central Bank of Nigeria, National Insurance Commission, and Nigeria Deposit Insurance Corporation. 3. Aviation, Nigerian Airspace Management Agency, and Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority. 4. Information and Communication Technology (ICT), Industrial Training Fund, Secondary, National Examination Council, National Board for Technical Education. 8. Marine Transport, National Inland Waterways Authority, Nigerian Shippers Council, National Maritime Authority, and Nigerian Post Authority. 9. National Lottery Regulatory Agency, Raw Materials Research and the Interior, Nigerian Immigration Service. 16. Power, Steel, Development and Metallurgy. To move the motion for the Senate to submit.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to the government of the Federal Republic of step down the report on aviation as requested by the
Nigeria as listed by the leader, and also request that we step down that of the Senate Committee on Aviation. Those in favor of this motion say. Have you distributed the report?
Mr. President, performance collected 3.3 trillion in 2016, representing 79%. Out of the projected non-oil push, the 10 billion arrears of the approved budget, and then the expenditure, and then the percentages. 4.0 is the highlights beyond oil and non-oil revenue, and other non-oil. The service on over its 2016 performance for the corresponding period in 2016. service has therefore achieved 72.93% of the half-year, 3.4 billion expected, 9.58%. Observation 1. The committee observed an increase of about 20 billion in the personnel expenditure proposals of FIRS. That is from 51-17. The increase is attributed to trade, procurement, and award 809.
Any comment?
Provided in the budget. Since it is personnel cost, I and 55 billion, if there was a shortfall of about 3.2 expenditure, of which 75.8 billion, in contrast to the 2016 provision, an actual drawdown of 51 was given of that 20 billion odd. My only point here is an addition of what should be a saving for that projection, even though it is a provision and we have not seen exactly whether is definitely anticipate such.
Page 7, and you look at the executive chairman ends over, so aware that senators and directors will now be on the same chairman. So you look at it so that for confirmation, and those for chairman take note, because end this kind of money.
Mr. President, John Owanen of Cross River Central. I must start with the last. They moved the salaries of the executive chairman. The budget and what is important, service has gone quite far in the effective oversight of the actual expenditure when those recruited actually get on board in the performance of the 2017 budget when we consider the 2018 budget.
Senator John, I think there's a problem with this, your presentation, and we are repeating the consider a budget that the column for was approved in 2016, that needs to be redone, and we can take...
For us to see and for Nigerians to see, and we can point accusing fingers at to brief us like there are various salaries and what they earn, and to compare and contrast, because otherwise always it is the issues of the Senate that are watched in the press always, and I think that Nigerians need to know who earns what and who.
Well, I think even beyond that issue, the point is that if we look at the items down, it's talking about what they are proposing to spend in 2017. And I think if you are planning to spend 1.5 billion on circuit fee in 2017, did you spend nothing in 2016, or are you coming down? Those data is not there. So if you can get that column inserted, and then the paper will be redone and presented at next legislative day. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, I
support the motion and we do step down this till another legislative day consideration.
Those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the Senate. He's not here. There's a vice chairman here. Okay, Chairman Industry. Are you ready? Megu. Committee on Health. That is NAFDAC and Nigeria Health Insurance Scheme. Are the reports here? Okay, can you distribute them? Chairman, you ready?
Yes.
Chairman, Health.
My name is Health. I forwarded with the harmonized report of the year 2017 budget, on Government of Nigeria budget, the sum of 164,364,050 agency was allocated to the agency into 4,031,753 naira. The agency is proposed 930,626,678 naira only is meant for overhead expenditure. Concerning the personnel emolument, the agency proposed the sum of 5,380,140 is 19,710,938,226 naira 55 kobo. In considering the above proposal, therefore, the committee took into cognizance the net revenue profile income. We proposed refinancing the deficit. The committee therefore recommended for the agency the total sum of 18 billion. This figure represents personnel to the naira, with a deficit of 786,906,473.55. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I wish to add that the expenditure team to defend their 2017 to prepare the requisite document. The process of waiting for the agency to report in view of this development that has not received the approval of the. However, the agency is allowed to proceed with expenditure from the allocation in the 2017 FGN approved budget. Funding for personal emolument and overhead is expected to come from the committee made the following observation, thereby increasing the cost of expenditure in FGN budget. While in the proposal, the sum of the agency in the approved 2017 included new and ongoing projects meant to be executed in 2017 financial year. The capital cost provision in this proposal naira. There are the following recommendations. 1. Total overhead cost of 6 billion 274 million spending from their expected revenue until the approval is given by the Senate. I'm also a few days by next week for us to, and all our distinguished colleagues for the participation. In addition, has been below expectation. Departments got applications, and when they are releasing report,
Sunny.
2016 performance, the 2016 aspect, even our own system is on.
Make that general comment. If you read on in 2016, so if your report, and then by the time we present it next week, we'll be able to have something to work on. So the chairman health also to review. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Oh, 2017 proposed. All right. Thank you. All right.
President, next to
I am Senator Foster Ogola. I'm standing in for the chairman of. I don't have the 2016 proposed and 2016 actual, and so I'm pleading with Mr. Legislative Day so that we can.
You have 2016? Yes.
Internally generated. I'll quickly just go to their 340 naira 22 561 561,380,000 and 135 naira 44 kobo at the end of 2016 through various sources, which include non-795 22 kobo as against their projection of the year. This was 16 expenditure performance. The agency expended the sum of 556,542,335 naira 37 kobo only out of the generated sum of 560, while the balance of the appropriation era 7 kobo only. However, the agency's expenditure includes 25% of the generated amount, which goes to the Federation account as stipulated by the Act. Outstanding percent of the generated sum which was spent to augment its overhead cost in 2016 Appropriation Act. For the 17 internally generated 7 million for about 200 million, 50 million its overhead cost in 2017 Appropriation Act, and 3 state zonal option, which I will just quickly go 1 and 2. That the 2017 IGR expenditure of the agency is more focused on generating revenue than putting in more effort in saving the environment, which is one of the core mandates of the agency. Also, that the agency needs to be more effective in carrying out its mandate and the implementation of safety measures within the environment. Our recommendations, which I will go, is just 4 in order to save cost. 3, the interland is 7 million 43 naira 50 kobo be approved for next year in 2017 financial year. 4, the revenue expenditure 650 million 400. Our conclusion, we wish to thank the President.
Any comments? Go to page 4, take the recommendations one by one. Recommendation 1, that those against say nay. There is a recommendation 2, that the agency main budget expenditure items should reflect areas of its mandate. Projection of the agency, the revenue budget expenditure of 650. Leader of the Senate.
Today, the distinguished senators will record that the report of the committee was laid on Wednesday, 26 July 2017. Mr. President, we wish to invite Senator David Umaru, Chairman of the committee, to move the motion for the presentation for the presentation of the report.
I rise to move that the Senate do consider the report of the Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters 376.
Ben Bruce.
Second motion that the
report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I wish, with the kind permission of Mr. President, to present this report. It's been distributed. In 2016, SB 360, the day after through an order of referral dated 17/2017. To report back, the President, distinguished colleagues, this important bill before us for consideration today, among other things, seek to provide the legal and institutional framework for the recovery and management of proceeds of crime and benefits derived from unlawful activities. Secondly, it seeks to harmonize and consolidate existing legislations on the Recovery-Related Offences Act 4, recovery of and some other penal laws consolidate existing laws. The highlights are as follows. Clause 2. It deals with introduced to make a distinction between the roles of the law enforcement agencies and the agency created under the bill. Clause 14 deals with service of notice out of time. The clause was amended and a new clause 5 was introduced as set out in the table. Clause 22 deals with fulfillment of a future order. The committee amended this clause by any law enforcement agency in the process of investigation. Clause 32 deals with interest repaid because of the illegal nature and for the restraint order is not released. Clause 81 deals was amended by substituting for the word and not definite clause and introduced the phrase or unauthorized prosecutor to subsection 1b and subsection 3. Also in clause 101, which deals with the functions and powers of the agency. This clause was amended to powers. Consequently, activities should be restricted to management of the process of crimes alone. Secondly, the percent agencies in the course of process reduced to the one which deals with the objectives of the law, not provisions. The committee amended this clause because the agency to be created under this bill is empowered only to manage process of crime and not to investigate crimes leading to recovery of process of crime. As a result, the bill no longer exists pursuant to comprehensive reforms on acts, which had resulted in their repeal and or amendment. However, the correct provisions and position of the law have been reflected accordingly. This is without prejudice savings made earlier on. From the foregoing observation, we hereby make the following findings. One, that the passage of the bill by peace and confiscation and civil recovery of Nigeria will achieve a milestone that the bill seeks to harmonize. Nigeria will join the League of Nations through directive in the area of the bill is critical to the sustained stigma in the Committee on Judiciary, Human Rights and Legal Matters and Management of the Property recommends as follows: that the Senate will consider and pass the process of crimes bill 2017 as amended. And on behalf of the President, we praise our gratitude for the opportunity.
This bill addresses,
particularly with the creation of the agency that will be in charge, of all recovery and forfeiture matters in Nigeria. So it's adequately covered for
So with this bill, the agency, if there's a recovery of cars and valuables, this agency will take over those things and has the power to dispose of them. That is here? We're seeing now that a lot of assets are just. Does anybody have any questions? If not,
the vote to consider this report clause by clause as was second.
Distinguished colleagues, those in favor that are resolving to come into the whole say aye. Those against say nay. Distinguished colleagues, this bill has 164 clauses. And secondly, this bill is a very important bill that I want us to be very meticulous as we go through. So I will not attempt to rush us through. Wherever we stop, the session will stop and carry on. But I think it's important, has a lot of ramifications. Those in favor that clause 1 stands part of to be amended to read that.
Line of argument, Mr. Chairman, and preservation.
Those in favor of 2 clause 3. Those in favor that clause 3 stands part of.
clause 4.
Clause 4. If no any comment, anybody. Those in favor that clause 4 stands part of the.
Take 5. Of the order in 2 words should be given prominence here. If you say too widely.
Because here you are addressing it.
Yes. No, to remove, to allow the newspapers and art gazette.
So can somebody second that? It's published in 2. Those in fans part of the bill say aye. Is to add an official guest. So the bill say aye. Those again. The ayes have it. To 8 as recommended. Further consideration of the bill deferred to another legislative day. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in committee?
Distinguished colleagues, I move
for the other people.
Against say nay. The ayes have it.
That the Senate do now here are not.
Those against say nay. Announcement. 2 quick announcements quickly. The National Assembly will be having all distinguished senators are hereby invited to grace the occasion. As the President of the Senate is expected to be the guest of honor. The award dinner night is scheduled to hold at Ladikwali Hall, Sheraton Public Affairs. Of special award. This is the award dinner night of